Have you ever wondered why some people can say the most offensive things and yet you don't react? Or why others can push your buttons in seconds, making you spiral into rage or despair? What if I told you that the difference isn't in the people or the situations, but in the understanding of one single principle that Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca mastered? What if your triggers weren't external at all? That's what we're going to explore today. Because once you truly understand this one thing, no one, and I mean no one, can trigger you again. So stay until the end, because this isn't just a lesson in philosophy. It's a shift that can change the way you deal with love, pain, betrayal, criticism, and even failure. Let me begin with a story. He was a Roman slave. His name was Epictetus. Born into captivity, his life was not his own. His master was cruel. At one point, Epictetus's leg was twisted and broken, possibly intentionally. As he lay in pain, Epictetus said calmly, "I told you it would break." No scream, no anger, just acceptance. How? Because Epictetus had already understood what modern men still struggle. To grasp, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. He realized early on that between stimulus and response lies a space, and in that space is your power. Let's bring this into modern times. Imagine this. You're texting a woman you're dating. Things seem to be going well. Suddenly, she stops replying. No explanation. No closure. You check your phone, nothing. Hours pass, days. You start imagining the worst. Did I say something wrong? Is she seeing someone else? Am I not good enough? Now pause. What just happened? A woman stopped replying. That's the event. But the spiral that followed? That's you. Your thoughts. Your beliefs. Your expectations. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." That's the principle. No one triggers you. You trigger yourself. We'll dive into 9 life-changing Stoic insights today that make you untriggerable if you truly internalize them. Each one is a key to emotional invincibility, not indifference but inner discipline. Let's begin. 1. You are not your emotions. Your emotions are real, but they are not always true. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." When you feel anger, jealousy, sadness, it's your perception acting, not reality. Someone insults you, that's words, their opinion. But if you identify with the insult, if you tell yourself it must be true, then it becomes your identity. That's why the Stoics taught, you are not what happens to you. You are how you respond. When you remember that, you create space. And in that space, peace. 2. Expect everything attached to nothing. Epictetus once said, when you kiss your child, say to yourself, tomorrow he may die. To modern ears, this sounds harsh, but it's actually the path to unshakable calm. Don't confuse detachment with apathy. Stoic detachment means you love fully but without clinging. You care but without control. You invest but without entitlement. So when life changes, as it always does, you're not broken, because you were ready. 3. Other people's actions are theirs, not yours. A woman disrespects you. Your boss yells at you. Your friend betrays you. It's easy to think, they made me feel this way. But Stoicism teaches the opposite. No one can make you feel anything without your consent. Their behavior, that's their training. Their trauma, their philosophy. Your reaction, that's your training. You don't have to carry what they project. You can acknowledge their actions and choose stillness. 4. Control the controllables. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." There are only 2 zones in life. What's up to you and what isn't. What's up to you? Your choices, your perspective, your principles. What isn't? Weather, politics, past mistakes, others' opinions. Why suffer over what you can't command? Focus entirely on what is in your control. That is the root of freedom. 5. Choose reason over reaction. Let's say someone criticizes you online. Your ego rises. Who does he think he is? Now you want to reply, argue, destroy. But ask, is it useful? Stoics believed in reasoned action, not reaction. Pause, breathe, reflect. Then choose the best response, not the loudest one. In that you win. 6. Practice voluntary discomfort. Want to be mentally strong? Train discomfort before life forces it on you. Fast, wake early. Walk in the cold. Take cold showers. Sleep on the floor. not to punish yourself, but to remind yourself. You can endure more than you think. The Stoics practiced hardship regularly. Why? Because the man who is ready for loss is never owned by luxury. When you choose discomfort, life can no longer surprise you, and people can't use pain to control you. 7. Rewrite the narrative. Something bad happens. You lose your job. Your partner leaves. You're publicly humiliated. Ask, what if this is the best thing that ever happened to me? Every event has multiple meanings. Your job is to choose the empowering one. This isn't toxic positivity. It's mental sovereignty. Epictetus said, it's not things that upset us, but our opinions about them. The moment you control the meaning, you reclaim your peace. Foitu, amor fati, love of fate. Nietzsche revived it. The Stoics lived it. Amor fati means love your fate, not tolerate love. You were betrayed? Good, now you understand loyalty. You lost everything? Good, now you get to rebuild with clarity. Whatever happens, accept it fully as necessary. Because fighting reality doesn't change it, but embracing it, that gives you power. Tuarsu. Memento mori, remember death, the ultimate perspective shifter. You will die. Everyone you love will die. Time is running out. This isn't morbid, it's motivating. When you remember death, the small things stop mattering. The insult, the delay, the ghosting, the rejection, all of it shrinks before the vastness of time. So you choose peace. You choose what matters. You choose how you live. Let me close with one last story. A modern man, let's call him. Alex was cheated on publicly, brutally. He spiraled into depression, anger, blame. Then one day he picked up Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. He read, "Choose not to be harmed and you won't be." Those words hit him like lightning. He realized the betrayal wasn't the problem. His attachment to the betrayal was, so he started detaching, reflecting, accepting. He didn't become cold. He became calm. Now when people insult him, ghost him, fail him, he doesn't flinch. Because he no longer needs their approval. He's governed by principle, not praise. By purpose, not pain. And that, my friend, is what Stoicism does. It doesn't numb you. It strengthens you. It doesn't make you emotionless. It makes you emotionally sovereign. So the next time someone tries to trigger you, pause. Remember, the obstacle is the way. And choose peace. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.